In the heart of Mumbai, where dreams often collide with reality, a young boy grew up, not in palaces, but in a modest 2-bedroom apartment with his family of 8. That boy was Mukesh Ambani, the son of Dhirubhai Ambani, a self-made entrepreneur who built Reliance Industries from the ground up. Though the name Ambani is now synonymous with wealth and success, Mukesh's early life was rooted in simplicity, discipline, and dreams. He and his siblings traveled in public buses, had no luxuries, and were taught to value hard work over inheritance. For Dhirubhai, education was the greatest gift he could give his children. And Mukesh listened. After completing his chemical engineering degree from the Institute of Chemical Technology, Mukesh enrolled at Stanford University for his MBA. But just a year later, his father called him back to India. "Reliance needs you now," Dhirubhai said. Mukesh left Stanford, returned home, and rolled up his sleeves, not to wear a suit and sit in a boardroom, but to work on the shop floor, side by side with engineers and factory workers. His first major assignment: build India's largest polyester filament yarn plant in Patalganga. And he did, carrying the torch. As the years went by, Mukesh became the driving force behind Reliance's massive expansion into refining and petrochemicals. Under his leadership, Reliance built the Jamnagar refinery, the largest in the world. It was a project that many doubted. Too ambitious, too costly, too complex. But Mukesh proved the doubters wrong. Jamnagar wasn't just a refinery. It was a symbol of India's industrial ambition. Efficient, high-tech, and globally competitive, it became a benchmark for others to follow. When Dhirubhai Ambani passed away in 2002, the empire he built was at a crossroads. A bitter public split with his younger brother, Anil, divided the Reliance Group. Mukesh was left with the refining, petrochemicals, oil, and gas businesses, a challenge considering India's growing tech and telecom boom. But Mukesh had a vision. He didn't just want to follow his father's footsteps. He wanted to take Reliance into the future. A digital revolution. In the early 2010s, while most industrialists were focusing on traditional businesses, Mukesh was quietly building something radical. A digital infrastructure for India. He envisioned a country where every Indian, regardless of income, could afford fast internet and data services. At the time, mobile data was expensive, patchy, and only for the elite. Mukesh invested over $35 billion into a bold project called Reliance Jio. It involved building a nationwide 4G network from scratch, laying over 250,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables, setting up towers in remote villages, and ensuring that even the poorest citizens could afford smartphones and data. In 2016, Jio launched with free data and calls, disrupting the entire telecom industry. Competitors scrambled. Many went bankrupt or merged. Critics said it was too aggressive, but Mukesh remained calm. "Data is the new oil," he said, "and we're here to fuel India's digital dreams." Within 3 years, Jio became the largest mobile network in India and among the largest in the world, with over 400 million subscribers. But Jio wasn't just a telecom company. It was the foundation for an entire digital ecosystem, including JioMart, e-commerce, JioCinema, JioSavan, JioFiber, and partnerships with global tech giants like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft. Mukesh had transformed Reliance from a legacy petrochemical company into a tech and digital powerhouse, all while keeping prices affordable and access universal. Mukesh Ambani never forgot where he came from. Despite being one of the richest men in the world, he speaks often of his humble upbringing, his father's values, and the responsibility he feels toward India's progress. He invested in clean energy, pledging billions to create a future-ready green energy platform. He launched educational institutions, hospitals, and foundation programs to uplift millions. Under Mukesh's leadership, Reliance became India's first $200 billion company. But more importantly, it became an engine for national development, creating jobs, empowering youth, and bridging the digital divide. As of the 2020s, Mukesh Ambani has begun preparing for the next chapter, passing the baton. His children, Isha, Akash, and Anant, are stepping into leadership roles in retail, telecom, and energy respectively. But he has made it clear: inheritance isn't entitlement, it's responsibility. The next generation must prove itself with merit, like I had to, he said in a public address. Through decades of transformation, one thing has remained unchanged: Mukesh Ambani's quiet determination to build not just wealth, but impact. He took a legacy and turned it into leadership. He saw challenges and turned them into opportunities. He saw a country hungry for change and gave it the tools to rise. Moral of the story: leadership isn't about inheritance. It's about transformation. Mukesh Ambani's story teaches us that no dream is too big if it's backed by purpose and hard work. True success is building something that outlives you and serves others. Legacy is not what you receive, it's what you reimagine. He didn't just continue his father's work, he redefined it for a new India. Because the greatest leaders don't just run companies, they move nations.